Eric Lamela is now in Sevilla, undergoing his medical. The transfer of Bryan Gil has now been agreed. Spurs are now eyeing a Fiorentina centre-forward, Dušan Vlahović, and reports are stating that Chairman Daniel Levy has given his thumbs up to the Romero deal. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. News is coming out thick and fast concerning Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. So in this video, I'll be going through all of the latest Tottenham news, all of the rumours and reports. And if you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. Just before I get into today's video, make sure that you download the OneFootball app for all of the live football scores, results and news, as well as getting all of the latest Spurs news on this channel. You can also see it all here. Download the OneFootball app to keep up to date with everything Tottenham Hotspur, club news, transfer news, match information, videos, tables and results from all around the world. Don't miss out, and please do let me know what you think of this app. Just before I get into today's video, I would just like to thank everybody for subscribing to this channel and watching this channel on a regular basis. Of course, these last few weeks it has been very busy. Lots of official news from Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, lots of media reports and lots of rumours as well in the media. And something I thoroughly enjoy doing, running this channel. Really do. I feel very passionate about Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. If you watch this channel on a regular basis, you will know that. And I love going to see Tottenham home and away. Now, 2 years ago in 2019, I was very lucky to win the Football Content Award for the Best Club Content Creator. Well, the voting has just started for the 2021 award. So if you would like to vote, all of the details are below. You can vote via their website, on Twitter or Instagram. Let's start this video with an update from Italian journalist Fabrizio Romano. He has provided an update on the Eric Lamela and Bryan Gil agreement, and it says swap deal completed and signed. Here we go, confirmed. Eric Lamela is in Sevilla to undergo his medical. Bryan Gil will be in London soon to sign until June 2026 as new Tottenham Hotspur player. €25 million to Sevilla from Spurs as part of the negotiation. Now, my thoughts very quickly on this deal. Eric Lamela, I think that his time is up at Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. I think it's the perfect time for him to leave. He's been at the club 8 years. I've spoken about this at length on the channel, so I won't repeat myself. But Bryan Gil coming to Tottenham Hotspur, super exciting. A very young player, very talented. And I believe that we have signed a superstar for the future. A report was published by the Evening Standard, and they are stating that Tottenham boss Nuno Espirito Santo is to offer chance to forgotten Spurs star with huge potential. It could be a big season for a young member of Tottenham's first team squad. Tottenham Hotspur head coach Nuno Espirito Santo could be set to revitalise Ryan Sessegnon's promising career. It then states that Sessegnon became a forgotten man in North London under Jose Mourinho, but could receive a chance to impress under the new management this season. Sessegnon spent the 2020-2021 season on loan at Bundesliga club Hoffenheim, making 29 appearances in all competitions. After joining Tottenham from Fulham in a £25 million deal in 2019, the 21-year-old played in just 12 games in the 2019-2020 campaign. The report then states he will have returned from Germany more developed and a better player and will now be eyeing a starting spot on the left side of the defence. Ryan Sessegnon has plenty of competition ahead of the upcoming season, but his new head coach has previously taken a liking to him. Left back is possibly the strongest area of Tottenham's current squad in terms of depth. Sergio Reguilon was Jose Mourinho's first choice, with Wales international Ben Davies challenging him for the spot. This season, Ryan Sessegnon has returned from his loan in Germany and will be trying to become a regular under Nuno. The Portuguese boss is very keen on Sessegnon and tried to sign him a couple of times while he was manager at Wolves. Now, my thoughts on this very quickly. Now, we know what quality Ryan Sessegnon has, and we know he can deliver in Premier League football because, of course, he'd done it for Fulham before signing for Spurs. I think it was an excellent move away for Sessegnon last season to go to play in Germany for Hoffenheim. He had a very, very good season, involved in a lot of the play over there, and he would have come back with huge confidence. And same with Oliver Skipp as well. You know, players going out on loan, very successful loan moves for both Sessegnon and Skipp. They would have both come back with huge confidence, wanting to be a part of Tottenham's squad and wanting to be in the starting 11. And I think that is what it's all about. You know, players wanting and you know, demanding places, wanting to get into the starting 11, and it's fantastic competition. You know, us Tottenham fans must feel very pleased when we see that there are players queuing up, wanting to get into the Tottenham team, but it's all about being good enough. You know, it says in this report that left-back is possibly the strongest area of Tottenham's current squad. You know, I probably agree with that statement because Sergio Reguilon, you know, you'd think as a Spurs fan that Sergio Reguilon would be, you know, number one in that spot. Then you've got Ben Davies, who is, you know, a constant performer. I know some people don't like him and they say that he doesn't attack enough. But it all depends on what formation Nuno Espirito Santo is going to play. Is he going to play three at the back with wing-backs, making it, you know, essentially a back five, but wing-backs getting forward? Because we know that Sergio Reguilon can deliver in the box. And we also know that Ryan Sessegnon can play very well in that position. And we also know that Ryan Sessegnon can finish and score goals. Personally, as it currently stands, I can see Sergio Reguilon starting the Premier League games, the first few anyway, and Ben Davies and Ryan Sessegnon possibly battling it out on who plays a lot of the cup matches. Because when you think back last season, Ben Davies even captained the team in European competition under Jose Mourinho, where, of course, we went out in that Europa League game against Dynamo Zagreb. But Ryan Sessegnon, he should be banging on the door, and very interesting as well what the report stated in the fact that Nuno Espirito Santo is a big fan of Ryan Sessegnon, so it'll be interesting times ahead. But I love the competition, and I love the fact that we have got great players in these key areas. A report has been published by the Daily Express, and they are stating that Dušan Vlahović stance on joining Tottenham as Fabio Paratici seeks Harry Kane replacement. Tottenham are reportedly looking at signing Dušan Vlahović as Harry Kane's future continues to be under the spotlight. Dušan Vlahović could be tempted by a move to Tottenham, according to reports. Vlahović has been linked with a move to Spurs as they contemplate the potential departure of star Harry Kane. Tottenham maintain Harry Kane is not for sale, but Manchester City want to strike a deal and the England captain is keen to move. Tottenham do not have a like-for-like replacement for Harry Kane at the club. They have often received criticism for failing to sign a player who can fill in for Harry Kane when he is injured or in need of a rest. But if he was to leave, they would have to replace his goals from somewhere. Vlahović has emerged as a target after a fine season in Serie A with Fiorentina. The Serbian international scored 21 league goals in 37 appearances for the Italian side. At just 21 years of age, Vlahović looks to be a fine prospect. Vlahović has 2 years remaining on his Fiorentina contract and the club are keen to extend the deal. Italian outlet Gazzetta dello Sport says talks have begun over a new contract. It then states that Vlahović has been offered around £2.5 million a year plus bonuses and the player has given his willingness to negotiate. His current priority is to see how the contract talks with Fiorentina go. However, the report also says that the presence of Fabio Paratici as Tottenham's managing director of football could be a temptation for him. Lastly, the report says that Vlahović is requesting a release clause is inserted into his contract, with Gazzetta reporting that it is set to be around £60 million. Now, my thoughts on this very quickly. We need a backup striker. I'm not going to get into the whole Harry Kane leaving situation on this video. I've spoken about it at length on previous videos. But when you think back over the years, Fernando Llorente was a backup striker to Harry Kane. You know, last season we had a backup striker to Harry Kane in Carlos Vinicius. And now we're in that situation again where we don't have a backup striker to Harry Kane. You know, even though we had Llorente and we had Vinicius during those periods of time, in between that, we didn't have a backup striker, you know, when Harry Kane was out injured or he needed a rest. You know, most of the time he didn't even get a rest. Heung-min Son has filled in. He's always done very well. But we need a backup striker to Harry Kane. So we do need another striker. How much money we're going to spend on one this summer, who knows? But when you think as well, Carlos Vinicius has gone back, and Gareth Bale, we've lost him as well. We do need to replace some of these players. You know, it's a huge rebuild that Tottenham are going through right now. Lots of reports are coming out stating that we're going to be signing X, Y, and Z players. You know, the announcements to follow, hopefully. Fabrizio Romano has, of course, come out today and said that the Bryan Gil deal will be done very, very soon, and the announcement will come out very soon. But we definitely do need a striker to Harry Kane. But I have looked at Vlahović online. I've looked at many YouTube clips and you know, watched him over the course of last season as well, you know, on highlights. And he looks a very, very decent striker. You know, he scores a lot of goals on the 6-yard box, or, you know, around the 6-yard box, which a typical striker does. Looks a very decent striker. So he could work for Tottenham, and, you know, 21 years old. As I said in previous videos as well, all of our targets at the moment do seem to be young players. So we aren't only building, you know, a new squad, but we're building one for the future. You know, so this is all about building a squad for the future, and hopefully we can go on and achieve some trophies. You know, I know I go on about trophies a lot, but when you're building something special, you want to have trophies at the end. And I believe that Fabio Paratici is targeting a number of young players. And, you know, some of these players are real superstars and very good in their position and very well high regarded at a very, very young age. Spurs announced earlier today that our under-18s rounded off a week-long training camp on the East Coast with their first outing of pre-season at Ipswich Town on Saturday. After 5 days of training and off-field activities in Norfolk, the players headed down to Suffolk to put what they'd learned into practice against a tough Tractor Boys outfit. The result was Ipswich Town under-18s 3, Tottenham Hotspur under-18s 2. Another report from the Daily Express today, and they are stating that Tottenham chief Daniel Levy approves £38.5 million Christian Romero transfer with Ace keen on move. Christian Romero won the Copa America with Argentina earlier this summer. Tottenham are reportedly closing in on a second signing from Serie A side Atalanta, with goalkeeper Pierluigi Golini already secured on loan. Christian Romero would be the trickier second signing, although both parties are believed to be keen to work out a deal which would bolster Tottenham's defensive ranks. Romero was crowned Serie A Defender of the Year last season, anchoring the back line of a hugely exciting Atalanta side who punched above their weight to finish third. The Argentinian star is in the middle of a 2-year loan from Juventus, although Atalanta supposedly have a £13.8 million option to buy, which they are keen to exercise ahead of schedule. It then states, once he officially becomes an Atalanta player, the financial details of Spurs' proposed deal can be worked out, although it remains a complicated situation. But Spurs chairman Daniel Levy has given the thumbs up to the deal. It then states that the 23-year-old is thought to be encouraged by the fact that Golini, his teammate from last season, would be there waiting for him if he made the switch to North London. Now, very quickly, my thoughts on this. Christian Romero to Spurs this summer. Yes, please. I would welcome it with open arms because he is a fantastic defender. You know, Atalanta finished third last season, and he was the Defender of the Year in Serie A. You know, that says a lot. Of course, he won a trophy with Argentina this summer, the Copa America. I would welcome this signing with open arms. This is exactly the types of players that Tottenham need to bring in, you know, for us to get anywhere near the top 4 in the Premier League. So, you know, of course, Toby Alderweireld, it looks like he's leaving as well. Yet to be confirmed by Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. But we have seen the pictures of him wearing the scarf and holding the flowers, you know, going off to Qatar. So, you know, if Christian Romero signed for Spurs, he would instantly become our best defender at the club. It's just, you know, watch this space. How much business is Daniel Levy and Fabio Paratici going to do this summer? But we do need a number of defensive reinforcements, and this would be a fantastic start. Thanks for watching this short update. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section below on everything I've spoken about in today's video. If you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you on the next video. Until then, come on you Spurs.